on 2K Sports, presenting an exciting Monday night game. I'm Brian Anderson, and with me tonight, Grant Hill and Tim Legler. And down on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. Here's what the Houston Rockets have lined up on their schedule. On Thursday, the Golden State Warriors come to town, kicking off a homestand for them. And then on Friday, they'll be playing against Joel Embiid and the Portland Trailblazers.
This is a cushy slate coming up. They'll be facing a lot of beatable teams at home. It doesn't get any easier than that in this league.
So the Houston starting five. Drew Holiday out there with Donovan Mitchell. Then it's Royce O'Neal. Then it's Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Portis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Wizards, Clint Capella out there with Paolo Banchero. Then there's Andrew Nembhard. Then it's Norman Powell. And it's Siakam in at the three. And as the regular season winds down, some teams must be concerned about their seeding, Grant.
Yeah, BA. For teams still on the bubble, just getting into the postseason is the concern. For the top teams, seedings are huge. They want as many home games as possible.
And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Oh, and Giannis hammers it in.
The long strides of Giannis help him get down the court fast. A lethal player in transition.
Pass to Banchero. On the wing, Nembhard. Banchero with a screen on Holiday. Just 4 to shoot. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Two on the clock. No good on the quick three. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian Keefe had a few moments to share with me. I brought up Giannis Antetokounmpo and how effective a scorer he is, and Coach told me, well, when he gets into the lane, he's very tough to guard. For us, it's about forcing him into longer and ideally contested jumpers. That's what I want us to do. We'll see if they're able to accomplish this. Brian, back over to you.
Allie, thank you. Outside Holiday. Back to Antetokounmpo. And he gets that one. Antetokounmpo has gotten his second bucket on the night.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish. A threat to hammer home the alley-oop. Capella, his timing on these plays is tremendous.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Fades back. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. 6 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
Back to Siakam. Inside, Capella. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Inside, Capella's physical ability makes the difference. He can get vertical, bump with you, whatever it takes.
You know, Grant, for a guy who started playing basketball at age 17, Siakam has put together quite the resume.
Yeah, B.A. Pascal is a champion. He's got multiple All-Star and All-NBA selections, and one of the great developmental stories when you think about his discovery through basketball without borders.
And Banchero gets it to go. Banchero's got his second basket of the game.
And when you start out shooting 80% or better as a team, you start to feel yourself a little bit, and that feeling is good.
Holiday passes to Mitchell. Back to Holiday. Pass to Mitchell. O'Neal on the wing. The three is up. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Nembhard against Holiday. Nembhard, the pass to Siakam. The Wizards need to get off a shot here. Wow, it's good.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Now here's Mitchell. He had 25 points in his last game. Tipped.
Yeah, this is something we might see Banchero work on. improving his ability to knock away shots.
And the basket by Siakam.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Well, if you want long-range aces, look no further than this list of the top three-point shooters since the All-Star break. And you look at Allen, never leave him open. Second in the association from deep. And, of course, Royce O'Neal doing some great work. This is a guy you cannot leave alone behind the arc.
And these two have been flat out torching the Nets from distance. Anytime either of them gets a chance to fire from deep, they do it without hesitation.
Now here's Holiday. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Mitchell. Portis outside. Back to Mitchell. From deep, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Okay, a chance to look at some numbers for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And he's had a rough past 5 games. He's had trouble finding his offensive rhythm and just hasn't been as effective as he'd like to be on that end. But this is something all players go through, and I'm sure he'll fight his way back.
Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
And Capella gets it to go.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Outside Mitchell. Gets the 3-ball to go.
He's always a threat to bury a catch-and-shoot jumper. Mitchell doesn't waste time.
Nembhard, the pass to Siakam. Down low. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
And then there's the points off turnovers. They've really made the other team pay when they've lacked ball security.
And Washington making a change here. DiVincenzo's checked in. And it's exceptional the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose.
Now here's Powell. His last outing, we saw him score 13. Siakam outside. They get it back. Pass to Capella. Outside O'Neal. Here's Antetokounmpo. His 4th make in 5 tries. Solid start for him. Wizards leading by 5. Here's Powell. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game.
Yeah, with his bigger build, Banchero sets a solid pick, and then he quickly rolls into open position.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Back to Mitchell. Launches a 3. Capella with a rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Back to Siakam. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. They pin that one on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, he's never been one to shy away from physicality. Siakam just stays with it and gets himself fouled.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Bay, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, the superpower for Siakam is his versatility. He plugs a lot of holes on both ends.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Rockets trail by 10. Pass to Portis. Portis with a screen on Powell. Back to Portis. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Yeah, what vision from Holiday. Seems to have a knack for getting it to his guys in great spots.
And Carroll with a screen on Bay. Here's Siakam. And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Holiday passes to Portis. Outside Mitchell. On the wing, Bay. It's tipped. Shot clock at 5. Mitchell, a screen on Capella. Bay from long range. Siakam pulls down the board. Here's Washington now. They're on an 18-7 run. Washington moving the ball around. Outside Holiday. Pass to O'Neal. Takes the 3. Oh, he missed it. Making him 1 for 2 now. Washington leading by 10. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Donovan Mitchell can put up points, but he's sacrificing some of that to get his teammates going. He said, quote, "For me, it's about balancing, picking my spots, picking my games, empowering everybody. But sometimes I've got to go do what I'm paid to do." Back to you.
He can heat up in a hurry. Thank you very much for the report, Allie. Now here's Holiday. Still without a bucket. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Got to put Sadiq Bey on the line. That one on Banchero. Houston shooting their first free throw of the evening. Tyson, he's checked in for Paolo Banchero. And Houston will go for a different look here. Sharp, he's checked in for Portis. Allen comes in for O'Neal. Goodwin's checked in for Mitchell. And it's man in for Drew Holiday. The Wizards with another miss. Rockets trail by 7. Sharp passes to man. Allen outside. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Washington.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Pass to Tyson. It's picked off. Now here's Allen. Taking a look at his production. Averaging just over 8 points a game. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Yeah, he didn't take any chances with something soft in there. He's showing us a look at his verticality.
Capella, screen on Bay. To the paint. Legs night in, night out. You know what you're going to get from Clint Capella.
Well, B.A., he provides activity on both ends of the floor. On the glass, he will protect the rim, and he is a constant lob threat.
Well, Grant, this is the 3rd season under this front office for the Wizards.
And bringing experience from years working for the Oklahoma City Thunder, their commitment level to building the right way is rock solid.
Banchero's checked in for Washington. Now here's man. Coming off a 12-point game. Pass to Bay. For 3, Allen. Allen missing again. Wizards leading by 7. To the middle. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
And this is why you must push Banchero out of the paint, or else he'll slam it all over you.
The Rockets shooting 53%, setting the tone right from the opening tip. Bay with a screen on DiVincenzo. The drive by man. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Now here's Powell. Banchero outside. Capella, screen on Bay. From deep, Banchero. Sharp grabs the miss. Rockets trail by 7. Pass to man. Allen outside. Back to man. Sharp, a screen on DiVincenzo. 6 on the shot clock. Here's man. The rebound by the Wizards. Capella's got 4 rebounds now. Man with it. DiVincenzo picks him up to the inside. Here's Bay. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Houston shooting their 2nd free throw attempt on the night. Here's what Washington's going with right now. Richards is checked in for Clint Capella, and Ivy subbed in for Norman Powell. And that one falls for Bay. And legs over the next few years, the Wizards undertaking an $800 million renovation of their home arena.
Yeah, BA, this venue's almost 30 years old. I was making threes in this building. So some changes are welcome, including expanded training facilities, locker rooms, and improving fan access and amenities.
And there's a pick from deep, Banchero. Out of bounds. It'll be Rockets ball. The Wizards making a switch here. Wells is checked in. And so it's Allen who brings up the ball for the Rockets. 4-point game. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Sharp, a screen on Banchero. Here's Bay. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be on Nick Richards.
And one thing you know about Bay, he invites contact.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one. He's off on the first.
Yeah, solid shooter at the stripe. Bay really confident when he has freebies to shoot.
Good on the second one. 15 seconds left in the first. Here's DiVincenzo. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. No good on that one. He hits the second from the line. 8 seconds left to play in the first. 2 on the clock. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Houston shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Good on both.
And one of the responsibilities with being a great player is making free throws.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. It's Washington. They're up by 2, and we'll return shortly. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at Washington's performance here. Guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And that's where their advantage is. Throw the ball inside, make it difficult for the defense to make some decisions.
We've got Dante DiVincenzo, Nick Richards out there with Banchero. Then there's Marcus Smart, and it's Tyson in at the small forward position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. Washington leading by 4. Outside, DiVincenzo. Back to Richards. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. And he's going for the lob. And he lays in the alley-oop pass.
Oh, incredible. Save that one. I want to watch it again.
Awesome. Stolen by Sharp. Outside man. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Nick Richards. That's foul number 2 for him.
In the first half, you want to stay aggressive, but you also want to be careful. That is his second foul already.
And Washington making a change here. Nembhard's checked in. Outside man. It's rebounded by Washington. They've led by as much as 10, and that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. A nice shot by Richards.
Well, he was cold in that first quarter. Now it's great to see him flip that switch and start getting hot here.
Left side man. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Nembhard. Just 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. Man, misses.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Knocks it down from distance. And the Wizards lead by 9. And Grant, when it comes to a franchise player, how much does it help to have a guy who unites the locker room?
Well, you know, B.A., when you think of guys like LeBron James or a Stephen Curry or Tim Duncan, it's not just about their play on the court, but the type of person you see in the locker room. That can rally a franchise.
And he drops the first. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's DiVincenzo. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. The 3 from Banchero. And again, Washington with a triple.
Now shooting the 3 ball at almost 60%. They've been blazing this second quarter.
Giannis to the cup. Antetokounmpo, a screen on DiVincenzo. And that one's good, man.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Pass to Tyson. Now Nembhard. Drives to the hoop. Now here's DiVincenzo. Off the mark there with a 3.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Sharp. Here's Bay. And here's Sharp. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
Banchero with a screen on Allen. Finds room and goes for the jam. Banchero.
I mean, it's incredible. Banchero can be so dominant. A young player with such a promising future.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. he's checked in for Washington. Mitchell's checked in for the Rockets. It's the 2K leaderboard featuring this month's field goal percentage leaders. The fourth spot held by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
One of the hottest players in the league. He's been really sharp from the field recently.
Now here's Man. DiVincenzo covering. Man, the pass to Allen. Pass to Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. From outside the arc. The Rockets with another miss.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Powell outside. And he converts the layup. And now a 12-point Wizard lead.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 10 points for him. And another miss by Houston. And Washington with possession. They're on a 16-6 run. Well, granted, 6'10", 250. Banchero is a guard in a big man's body.
Yeah, B.A., he has a great handle, which allows him to get wherever he wants on the floor. And the vision to create for his teammates, too. But if you put a smaller guy on him, he plays bully ball.
Mitchell down low.
And standing just 6'1", amazing how effective Mitchell is attacking the paint.
It's Powell on the wing. Allen defending. Powell passes to Banchero. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Banchero's got 18.
It has certainly been a good night for him, and it is showing on the scoreboard.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And Giannis with the jam.
And the game plan for them should be simple. Keep getting it to Giannis. The Greek freak is on fire.
Banchero with a screen on Allen. And it's Powell off the drive. Pass to Nembhard. Banchero the screen. Beyond the arc. The shot by Nembhard no good. Rockets trail by 10. Allen with it. 10 points in his last outing. A strong finish by Giannis.
I mean, the size and athleticism of Giannis, arguably without precedent, an incredibly prolific finisher.
And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Pascal Siakam, he's checked in for Paolo Banchero. And then for Houston, Portis, he's checked in for Sharp. O'Neal comes in for Allen. And Holiday subbed in for Mann. Nembhard outside. Pass to Siakam. Blocked! Nembhard against Mitchell. Now Antetokounmpo. Outside Holiday. Antetokounmpo, left side. Just 5 on the clock. Into the lane. Ooh, look at Giannis in the lane. Just overpowering folks.
No one eats up more ground on the drive than Giannis. Gets to where he wants to be in 1 or 2 steps.
Here's Siakam, and they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Man, what focus. I mean, the hoop and the harm. Incredible.
And this is his second attempt at the line tonight. Watford's checked in for Tyson. And a change for the Rockets. Bay's checked in. After seeing a franchise player like Luka Doncic traded, you think there's anyone who is truly untouchable now, Tim?
Well, I tell you what, that trade, BA, made me realize nobody in this league is immovable. You just don't know what the future holds, and I think fewer guys will stay with one team their entire careers.
That was a shocker for sure. Now here's Mitchell. He's got 5.
And they've committed to controlling the boards, and it's paying dividends.
Back to Watford. And stolen by Bay. Pass to Holiday. Outside O'Neal. Portis a screen. And it's O'Neal off the drive. Bay from long range. It's rebounded by Washington. Powell's got 4 rebounds now. Fires from deep. And Bay pulls it down. And so it's Bay who brings up the ball for Houston. They trail by 9. Looking ahead, they've got the Warriors coming to town for their next game. And that's the first of just 2 home games for them. Powell passes to Watford. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
They will take that shot every time down the floor if they could. It's just great execution.
Here's Holiday. And Watford pulls it down.
Yeah, if you get that close to the rim, you have to capitalize. Tough to see him come up short there.
Powell against Mitchell. To the left wing. Here's Siakam. And again, it's Washington.
And just so accurate off the pass. I mean, I love whenever Siakam decides to go right up with it like that.
Outside O'Neal. Houston working the ball around. Back to Holiday to win the cold spell. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the 2-man game right there.
Now here's Powell. He's got 5. Here's Siakam. Back to Powell. Watford outside. Holiday against DiVincenzo. Pass to Nembhard. Back to DiVincenzo. 3-pointer, no good.
Yeah, and they've taken their foot off the gas a little. They were much more aggressive to start the game and really getting their opponent in early foul trouble.
Now here's Bay. He had 9 points in his last time out. From deep, Mitchell. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of a slump. And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Now here's Bay. 7 points in the game. Here's Mitchell. Rejected by Siakam.
And the coaching staff, they love this. I mean, Siakam, he's engaged, aggressive, just getting after it on the defensive end.
Here's Powell. Siakam in the post. Portis on him. Siakam, that's good. Siakam's got 9 points now in the quarter. Pass to Portis. Mitchell against Nembhard. Here's an 8-footer. Nice D from Nembhard. Washington leading by 12. DiVincenzo to pass to Nembhard. Siakam outside. Watford outside. Watford with a screen. For 3, DiVincenzo. And no good. And so it's the Washington Wizards going into the break up 12. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. Back after this.
Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. How about we start out with the Western Conference and how those teams are stacking up? And when you're down at the bottom of a list like this, always a tough place to be.
Yep, you could send some of those teams to Cancun right now.
Some aren't even good enough for Cancun. Where are they going, Kenny?
I don't know. Let me think. Galveston? Send them to Galveston.
Sounds like that might be a nice getaway. I'd like to get away from you two right now, as a matter of fact. And guys, let's talk about the game we were watching. Pascal Siakam has been huge thus far.
Siakam is in the zone, finding plenty of ways to impact the game, pumping up his team with that energy.
Versatile in how he's used. He can blend in or do it all himself. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Paolo Banchero with a strong contribution so far in this one.
When he got good position and they got the ball to him, he was automatic.
And you are going to see this defense now switch things up against him, but he has the skill set to counter that.
Wizards leading by 12. So the Houston 5 right now. Royce O'Neal is out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then it's Bobby Portis. Then there's Drew Holiday. And it's Mitchell in at the shooting guard position. Busting through inside, Siakam.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Here's Holiday. Good on the 13-footer. Holiday's got his second basket on the night.
And I really like Holiday's shot selection. It's fun watching him measure defenses and catch them off guard.
Portis with the steal. Mitchell, the pass to Holiday. Hey, rejected by Capella. Second half rolling along, about a minute played here. Siakam, the pass to Capella. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Now here's Portis. And here's O'Neal. Clock at 6. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the three-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't had to, B.A. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and, of course, controlling the boards. And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Siakam looking it over, deflects the pass. Oh, aggressive dunk by Banchero.
I mean, you talk about it factor, Banchero's got it, man. What a move.
What a sensational move, captured from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 16. Outside O'Neal. Pass to Mitchell. Shoots over Nembhard. A nice shot by Mitchell. 7 points for Donovan Mitchell.
Perfect bounce pass leading to the basket. That's just great teamwork.
Nembhard, the pass to Siakam. Here's Capella. On the wing, Nembhard. Banchero outside. Inside. Antetokounmpo against Banchero. And here's Capella. Give him 8. Pass to Nembhard. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And in that March stretch, some interesting things going on in the East. You look at Washington. If the playoffs started today, they'd go in as the 7 seed.
Seeing where the Wizards are, they've had some terrific moments this season. But where's the big leap upward that we've been waiting for?
Yeah, they're right where we thought they would be, and that's okay. Improvement rarely happens overnight.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And this break lets us see the teams making the most of their second chances this season. The Wizards in fifth.
They're having success because they're sending multiple guys to the offensive glass. Hard to block out everyone.
Here's Antetokounmpo. 16 points for him. Pass to Nembhard. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Back to Siakam. Down to 5 on the shot clock. High percentage range, Siakam.
Over time, we have seen Siakam blossom into a star. Someone who's comfortable shouldering the offense.
O'Neal on the wing. Pass to Mitchell. There's the three. Washington with a rebound. Capella's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
Now here's Siakam. 14 points, their largest margin of the game.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thank you. Commissioner Silver talked about health, and he said that some of the injuries that our young players are experiencing are overuse injuries. In earlier eras, players in school participated in different sports depending on the season. He said perhaps a return to that approach is warranted. Guys, back to you.
Interesting thought. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. And so it's Washington with it. The Rockets getting their last shot to go. Here's Siakam. And it's Siakam again missing. Rockets trail by 14. To the paint. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That one on Banchero.
So many times, Giannis forces his man into a foul. As a defender, you can't give him anything easy. That leads to a lot of contact.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. All right, Tim, back in 1996, you led the league in three-point percentage. You shot 52% on 3 attempts per game. Talk about the hot hand.
Well, BA, it shows you how much the game has changed. I had a green light, but it was a different shade of green. I still only took 3 per game. Now you have multiple guys every night that will take 3 in the first quarter.
That green light's now neon green for many.
No doubt.
And so he makes both from the line.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
And so now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Good idea to call timeout. It looked like the guys were getting some heavy legs out there.
On defense, Houston. A 12-point game. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Washington?
They've been all about high percentage looks in this game, working the ball inside and doing whatever it takes to get it to go.
Well, and how about the damage they've done attacking the basket? The defense has had no answers for how to slow them down in that area. I love the aggressiveness.
And that one misses. Well, officials have never been under greater scrutiny, so development is key, Grant. And I read now they have a training app refs can use on their phones.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the players leveraging electronics to train smarter, and it's great to see the officials making use of technology as well.
You know, Tim, despite never averaging double-figure scoring, Royce O'Neal is a steady presence.
Yeah, BA, he was undrafted in 2017, and he's been traded for a first-round pick multiple times. He's a rugged defender, very strong at 6'4", about 225. He can help you win games.
And the second free throw is good. Now Siakam. He's got 25. Banchero the screen. Just jamming it down. Pascal Siakam.
Yeah, certain nights, Siakam takes over. He's been aggressive here from the tip.
Antetokounmpo outside. To the middle. Here's O'Neal. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
Nembhard, the pass to Banchero. High post Siakam. He's against O'Neal. And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up.
One way we've seen Pascal Siakam grow, getting to the line. It's a big part of his game now.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in this game. That's good from Siakam. And he makes both free throws. Here's Holiday. He's got 5. Portis outside. Pass to Mitchell. Fires for 3. Rebound Washington. Nembhard, the pass to Siakam. Capella, screen on Antetokounmpo. Here's Siakam. The bank shot, no good.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved he didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Give him 20. Outside Holiday, 5 to shoot. Antetokounmpo can't connect.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Siakam outside. Down low. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
For a young player, Banchero has tremendous footwork in the post. He stays in balance and puts defenders in awkward spots.
And Washington making a change here. DiVincenzo's checked in. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Bay's checked in. Right side Holiday. And another miss by Houston. Washington leading by 16. Now here's Capella. Give him 8 points now. Outside, DiVincenzo. Banchero the screen. Siakam, the pass to Banchero. The Rockets pull it in. Portis has got rebound number 8 now. Pass to Holiday. Now here's Bay. Outside Mitchell. Holiday from long range. Knocks down the triple. Holiday's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, you know, since getting drafted all the way back in 2009, Holiday has worked on that shot.
Got a piece of it. Pass to Capella. Mitchell against Powell. Screen by Capella. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Outside Mitchell. Antetokounmpo inside. Guarded by Capella. Antetokounmpo can't connect.
That's a missed opportunity, and that is one he would love to have back.
DiVincenzo pass to Siakam. Capella screen on Portis. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Holiday against Banchero. Antetokounmpo, left side. 6 to shoot. From deep. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. And he recovers it. Outside Mitchell. Tries again. Oh, Mitchell gets it done inside.
With good length and strong physical tools, Mitchell will challenge any opponent on the inside.
Banchero with a screen on Mitchell. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Well, he is really filling it up, but also keeping others involved.
Antetokounmpo outside. Back to Mitchell. Takes a three. It's rebounded by Banchero.
He made a 3 back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
Unloads from 13. Up again.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Rockets trail by 17. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Siakam. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss.
He's lost his momentum in a big hurry. Coming off an excellent quarter, now he just can't find the bucket.
Banchero with a screen on Holiday. Now Banchero for 3. Fires in the triple. Banchero's got 8 points here in the quarter.
And now that's 1 3 in each half. He is trying to make the most of those 3-point opportunities.
They need this. And Portis with the layup.
They need to run plays for him, get him more touches, whatever it takes to get him producing.
Bay against Banchero. Capella screen on Bay. Inside. And there's Capella. That one's good. On the assist from Banchero.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Outside Mitchell. 23 seconds left in the third quarter here. The three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Siakam with it. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. Banchero with a screen on Portis. To the inside. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And that's just good coaching. They have made the better adjustments.
And so it's Pascal Siakam making highlights for Washington. A tremendous offensive output. He's got 29 tonight. We'll be back in a moment. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Andrew Nembhard is out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Norman Powell. Then there's Nick Richards. And it's Tyson in at power forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Allen.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
Wizards leading by 22. Nembhard, the pass to Richards. The Rockets pull it in. Sharp's got 5 rebounds in the game. To the middle. Oh, it's stolen. Richards with it. Now Sharp defending. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Well, you ask the older generation about load management. They'll bend your ear about back in the day, Grant.
Oh, yes, we will. But it's true that today's players average more distance covered per game, even if they're not walking uphill both ways. So you got to take that into account.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Outside man. Hook shot on the way. It's rebounded by Washington.
Yeah, keeps on shooting, keeps on missing. Maybe time to go in a different direction.
Nembhard outside from the arc. Sharp grabs the miss. Sharp's got his 6th rebound on the night. Outside man. Pass to Allen. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Allen drives. Here's man. Drains the triple.
That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
Richards with a screen. Driving to the basket. Here's Powell. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Sharp's got rebound number 7 tonight. Pass to man. We're about 2 minutes into the 4th here. To the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo. Banked it in off the glass. Antetokounmpo has got 22.
And Giannis has a ridiculous combination of size, skill, and athleticism.
For 3, Powell. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
And he hits the first of 3. Okay, Legs, I'm making you commissioner of the league for a day. You get 1 rule change. What is it?
I think we have to look at a time limit on some of these replays. I know we want to get them right, but for me, if you're taking that long, it can disrupt the rhythm of the game.
Totally agree. And Houston making a change here. Mitchell's checked in. And he nails the 3rd. Rockets trail by 21. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. With the step back. Powell with a steal. Now the Wizards in transition. Shoots. Out to DiVincenzo. Washington moving the ball around. 5 on the clock. Lets it go from deep. Nembhard left side. 3-pointer. Gets the 3 to fall. Nembhard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Now, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, we talk about winning basketball all the time and what it looks like. Well, that defense right there, that's the opposite of that.
Sharp passes to Antetokounmpo. Uses the glass on the layup. Antetokounmpo has got 4 points in the quarter.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Pass to Tyson. Powell outside. Lets the 3 fly. Another miss by Powell.
It's just not his night from the 3. But this is exactly why you can't live and die by that shot.
Here's Tyson. Antetokounmpo covering. Powell for 3. Another miss by Powell.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
Fires the 3. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
And Mitchell is an active scorer, which forces defenders to foul him often.
3 shots. 3 shots.
one's off. And we've heard some coaches complain about short turnarounds on back-to-backs legs. Would you like to see more done there?
Well, for those late starts when you arrive at the hotel at 2 or 3 in the morning and you've got to play the next night, those are certainly rough. But I feel like the league has done all they can, eliminating back-to-backs as much as they can. And certainly there's an emphasis on recovery and rest at all costs.
On the very short list of franchise-level guards, Donovan Mitchell can take over a game with his scoring ability.
And he nails the third.
You know, I've got 2 words to describe Donovan Mitchell. Dynamic scorer. You put this man in just about any situation, and he'll find a shot no matter what.
Kept alive by Washington. Here's Capella. Back to Nembhard. Capella, screen on Mitchell. Nembhard, the pass to Powell. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Outside Sharp, outside man. Outside Sharp. Pascal Siakam, he's checked in for Washington. Paolo Banchero comes in for Powell. Bobby Portis has checked in for Houston. Holiday comes in for Mann. Here's Holiday. All right, Grant, as someone who played for and managed the U.S. men's national team, give us your all-time starting 5.
And, you know, I think I'll go with 2 of the program's all-time leading scorers, Kevin Durant and Carmelo Anthony. And finally, you have to have Kobe Bryant because of just how he reset the culture in 2008.
Man, he has been great in this quarter, really involved. I love how they're using it.
Mitchell against Nembhard. Mitchell, the pass to Holiday. Allen outside. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, there are few guys better in this league at the catch and shoot. You've got to run Grayson Allen off that line.
And Carroll with a screen on Antetokounmpo. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Down low. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
And he just powered through contact trying to complete the play.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him.
Finally getting himself to the free throw line. He was sitting back in the first half with no free throws to show for it.
So for the Wizards, Marcus Smart comes in for Tyson. And Ivy subbed in for Nembhard. And the Rockets making a change here as well. O'Neal, he's checked in for Allen. No good on the second free throw. Wizards leading by 18. Capella with a drive.
You're such a bruising physical player. Capella is often tough to guard without fouling.
And he knocks down the first one.
They're one of the best rim runners in the game. Capella is underappreciated at times because he doesn't fit the mold of the modern big. But he rebounds, defends, and takes shots he knows he can make.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Rockets trail by 19. Outside O'Neal. Pass to Portis. And here is Antetokounmpo. Clock at 6. Driving inside. Oh, and Giannis hammers it in.
The incomparable length I mean, Giannis with those big strides and the reach to finish against anyone.
Ivy. It's hauled in by Portis. Portis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Holiday. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Capella.
A physical guard who plays with no fear. Holiday doesn't get to the line as often as you think.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Holiday.
You know, one thing you got to love about Drew Holiday is he's a true two-way player in this league. He puts in a lot of work to make a big impact on both sides of the floor.
Powell, he's checked in for Washington. Holiday hits them both. Washington leading by 15. Ivy with the ball. Here's Siakam. The Wizards with another miss. Antetokounmpo inside, working on Siakam. And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist from Holiday.
Now, he's been reliable tonight, but that's certainly not the case for his team in general.
Ivy against Holiday. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And I really love the size and explosiveness that Ivy brings out of the backcourt.
Tim, a top 5 pick in 2022. Jaden Ivey battled inconsistency in his first few seasons.
Well, he is an explosive athlete, and at this level, you can't dominate with speed alone. So he's continuing to put in work, and he's making real strides.
The Wizards making a switch here. Nimhard's checked in.
And how can you not be excited about Ivy's potential? You can tell he wants to keep getting better.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Banchero. Mitchell with the ball. He's picked up by Banchero. Mitchell misses.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
Pass to Ivy. Banchero the screen. Ivy passes to Banchero, and the layup is good off the glass. Banchero's got 14 points here in the second half.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
Outside Holiday. The 3 from Mitchell, and the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got 5 assists tonight.
Mitchell has everything, including that three-point shot.
And here's Siakam for 3. O'Neal pulls it in. Rockets trail by 15. Pass to Mitchell. Houston working the ball around. Good chance here for Antetokounmpo. Another one falls for Houston.
And he is doing everything he can to keep his team in it, trying to lift his teammates up.
To the wing on the left. Siakam in the post. Defended by Portis. Shoots a fadeaway. The Rockets pull it in. Portis has got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Mitchell. That one falls.
And that's the shot they were looking for, right under the hoop.
Washington leading by 11. Now Siakam. What a make, Pascal Siakam.
And just a straight baller move from Siakam. I mean, shrugging off the coverage and keeping his focus on that basket.
Here's Holiday from deep. That misses.
And they've won the battle on the board so far, and the scoreboard reflects that.
Well, it's the biggest reason they have the lead right now. They have just been flat out the more physical team.
Now Banchero. Yes, sir! The finish with the jam.
And that's the amazing thing with Banchero, a lead ball handler who can also work as the screener.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Washington. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. And it was a frustrated huddle. Coaches and players were angry about the turnovers. Players trying to hold each other accountable. They are fed up with sloppy play. Let's see how they respond. Guys?
Okay, thank you, Allie. Powell against Holiday. Mitchell outside. Shoots a three. Three ball. Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, Mitchell putting on a clinic of his skills in this one. Take notes, kids.
They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Siakam banks it home. Big shot.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Explosion! Giannis!
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
First one at the line is good. And he can't hit the second. And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for Houston. Trailing by 13. And a one-handed slam.
The BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Now here's Banchero. Capella screen on Antetokounmpo. Here's Capella.
And just so active for his size, Capella is hard to guard.
He misses the free throw. And he sinks the second. Rockets trail by 12.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the Wizards.
And of course, they really dominated in the paint tonight.
They obviously came in looking to impose their will, attack the heart and soul of that defense, and it led to a lot of good looks.
And you look at their record after tonight, 30 wins on the year.
And this team really wanted to at least split this season series.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Pascal Siakam.
And his playmaking was a big storyline in this game. He got guys involved and found them in their favorite spots.
Here's Powell. After the basket by Houston. On the wing, Nembhard. He's covered by Holiday.
Yeah, some aggressive play from Banchero, putting the defender into a bad spot with that pump fake.
The first one falls. And Banchero drops them both. And it's Houston's ball. It's a 14-point game. Here's Goodwin. So we see the Wizards taking the W here. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
For making it out.
Pascal, these days you are called upon to carry this team. Does that bring added pressure?
This is a game that I love, and I just want to have fun playing the game. And I think, I got to just be myself. Like, don't get lost in everything going on. Be yourself. Play basketball, have fun. And, I'm just happy to be able to go out there and play hard.
All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. And that'll do it, folks. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. We'll see you next time.